Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another World of Warcraft video. I'm, of course, Sylphin. As I'm forgetting everything. And, this guy pulls pretty darn quick after we get into the dungeons. So, we're doing a time walking dungeon. It's quite interesting because it's another way for you to kind of progress through the dungeon system, and I'm really happy that it's a thing. You can go back and do very, very interesting dungeons that were way back in Burning Crusade. At least that's what it is right now, and it is really quite fun. It's a throwback. Boy, is it a throwback. At least for me, because this is when I played a ton. I played a ton in Burning Crusade. So, you know what? It's really, really a nice thing to be able to experience once more. So this is the Shattered Halls. And boy, did I play this quite a lot back in the day, to say the least. Which, yeah, I play this a lot. I remember one other one more so than any of these, but I guess I just haven't had the chance to play it yet. That's all. And you know what? That's a-okay with me. A-okay with me. So obviously, I'm on my Resto Shaman, whom I have. I kind of cheated. Not really. I didn't cheat at all, but what I did do was use a 110 boost. And oh boy, is the learning curve very steep. When you don't take a nice and slow, you know, approach to leveling and, you know, getting used to all the new abilities that are slowly introduced. Boy, is it it's a learning curve at the beginning, but I've done quite a bit now, and I actually quite enjoy it. I really do. I really do quite enjoy the experience of a Resto Chamois. I'm not sure my talents are necessarily optimized, as yeah, I'm not too sure I have necessarily all the right things, but it's working. It's working. Again, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I picked Unleash Life for a second insta-cast heal. May not necessarily be the best talent. I'm not sure. Especially with increase the initial heal from Riptide, which is one of your most common abilities, which is an instant cast, which also then procs a lot of other things. So I'm not sure if that actually that actually would be better, to be honest with you. I'm really not sure. And Undulation, every third healing wave or healing surge you cast heals for an additional 50%. The interplay is that your Riptide and your Chain Healing, which I've now learned not to necessarily use all that often, because it's actually quite mana intensive. And as you can notice, my mana ain't really moving all that much, just using Riptide and Healing Surge or Healing Wave. So I just don't know. Like, yes, you do use Healing Surge and Healing Wave quite a bit, but not terribly much. Kind of. Slash. I don't know. So Unleash Life, I mean, I definitely don't use it. I don't use Unleash Life. I should maybe use it more, actually, to be honest with you. That's is a optimization I could definitely use. Because not only is it a instant cast heal, but it's also buffs the next direct heal by 45%. So it's kind of like a, oh crap, this guy's gonna die. Use it into one of your, you know, usually, typically, healing surge, and then you get a nice big huge burst of healing, which is nice for an instant cast. Not gonna lie, which is really nice for an instant cast. So I don't know. Torrent maybe ability to use. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. This next one I don't think I ever use. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so Wind Rush Totem is definitely going to be more the raid oriented. I didn't necessarily think I'd be doing too many raids, being a nice boosted, you know, a freshly boosted shaman. So I thought I would forego that. Ooh, nature lock. That's nice. So I kind of didn't go for that. Gust of Wind hurls you forward. It's just basically like your own little leap kind of a thing. That's taking a lot of damage. My goodness. I'm not necessarily healing him all that much either. I was like, I don't know. So I chose to buff one of the coolest abilities shamans have, and that's Grace, Spirit Walker's Grace. In that you can get to every 1 minute for 27 seconds, you get to run around while casting. It's really awesome. Really awesome. So I thought to buff that. And it also increases your ghost walk, which I thought was super cool, because ghost walk is really fun. I should be honest. It is really fun. Ugh, still have a cold and everything. So the sewer. We're choosing to oh, we don't so sometimes if you have a rogue, you can actually pick that door and not have to go through these sewers. They must have added this in, because I don't remember the sewer at all as part of this. In fact, I don't remember much of this thing to begin with, to be honest with you. But that is okay. I'll throw a chain lightning in here. Die! I do no damage. Actually, kind of funny. I would actually be very close to this druid here. I actually do a fair decent amount of damage, ironically. So yeah, and then Earth Grab Totem. I don't even have this on my bar. This is kind of a I don't really care sort of talent group. But yeah. So I mean that one doesn't really matter much. Deluge, I picked because Chain Heal, it doesn't seem to do too much healing. Really doesn't seem to do too much healing, ironically. So I picked that just to help with, you know, you use your Riptide on a target, and then you know, on a low target, but then there happens to be some large AoE, so then you use your chain heal, and you know, that one target that was low gets a little bit more from your chain heal, which seemed to make sense for me. Ancestral Grace, the next 10 seconds, 20% of your damage and healing is converted to healing upon 3 members. 2-minute cooldown actually isn't bad. I mean, the Shaman has good AoE heals, but like, it's expensive. They're expensive. So, maybe that is a good option. Maybe that is a good option, actually. Riptide grants an additional stack of tidal waves. Tidal waves is what makes that's a main sort of that is a main kind of mechanic. So you can see here, tidal waves. Casting to next healing wave reduced by 42%. Healing wave is your very efficient heal ability. Healing surge is your very fast, inefficient, but heals for a lot. Ability. So that's kind of like the main mechanic of the shaman. Ooh boy. See, so I'm gonna use my spirit walkers, whatever, and I can I can cast while running. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. So I don't know if that makes more sense, because in terms of AoE healing, which I mean, it's kind of funny I'm talking about that in this scenario because there's as you can see, we've barely been doing any healing. Any AoE healing. So I don't know if that makes more sense. I mean, Deluge doesn't really help with AoE healing anyway, so I don't know. I think I'll change this when we start doing kind of a bit more raiding. As you can see, we are not ready for a Taurus, unfortunately. Not ready for that. So I don't know. Maybe Ancestral Guidance is actually what makes more sense. But with that said, with the little bit of raiding I have done, actually makes a lot more sense for... It actually worked really, really well when you're just using Riptides a lot on different people, and then using your Ancestral Heal or your Healing Surge and healing whatever on different people. And it was definitely much more efficient than, using your chain heal over and over to do a lot of AoE healing sort of a thing. So, holy bejeebies. Jeez. I literally can't do any more for you. I'm literally using my biggest heal as fast as I can.
That would be stealing.
Holy man. Jeez. I mean, I had some cooldowns I could have used, but I didn't feel like I was necessarily warranted. That's kind of, I don't know. The shaman feels, the rest of Shammy feels okay. Not necessarily like, wow, you know? I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely not using her properly. So, I don't know. And then, we have Ancestral Vigor. Charges the healing wave, blah, 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 blah. Gain 10% increased health. So, kind of cool. Whenever you healed somebody directly, they gain 10%. They get their health just kind of increases 10%. Everything. Which is really, really cool. That's kind of, obviously with tanks, that is quite nice. But I don't know, once again. See, I'm not sure. Maybe Earthen Shield makes more sense. I don't know. See, it is really interesting. Like, you kind of go back and forth from using a Riptide, using Healing Wave, using Healing Surge if you need more healing. Kind of like you flop back and forth. It's actually it's quite interesting. I mean, obviously I'm not overly geared, just being kind of a fresh boost, which I don't remember buying. I think I got it with I think I remember buying it or getting it with my pre-order for Battle for Azeroth, which is very, very nice. And then I have a 110 boost that I used on my monk that I'm gonna make a DPS, big Pandaren monk DPS, which is gonna be a lot of fun. This. And you know what, let's throw some DPS in here. It doesn't seem like this guy's doing much damage, so we're gonna keep going. See, 512 damage from each attack against allies within 10 yards of the totem is redirected to the totem. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. Every 1 minute. That seems pretty good. 512. I mean, at this level is, well, at this time walked, you know, health reduced sort of a level, probably pretty good. Or we get what was that? Summons a totem. All allies within 20 yards of the totem gain 10% increased health. If an ally dies, the totem will be consumed to allow them to re-narrate with 20% health. Okay, that is pretty badass. That is pretty badass. That's pretty cool. A one-hand weapon, which nobody uses because of artifacts. Nobody uses because of artifacts. See, so here, like, I'm going in between a Riptide, and this, and like, there's not much I can do to try to keep them up. I don't know if this tank is just not very geared, or what. Oh yeah, let's face it, I'm just probably not playing my healer role well enough. Because like there's no overhealing to the shaman. There's no shielding. There's no mitigation. There's nothing. You get nothing. Like you can't give anything. You're just literally straight up healing over time and instant heals, or just, you know, like instant doses of healing, like, you know, where so many other healing classes get you know, shields or like 2 or 3 heals over time, which is another reason why I picked Unleash Life. Well, no, it's an instant cast. See, so so I feel like the shaman, the resto shaman's very, very much this sort of a healer, where it's up and down and up and down, and it's just all, you're kind of all over the place. With a resto chamois. So Dart, make our tank DC'd a bit here. Or these guys can't be. Where is he? Oh. Okay. Well, he's just taking a break. All right. Okay. Yeah. No. No, not geared at all. That's oh crap. Woo, doggy. Yeah, looks like our tank did not say be right back. So we were kind of a little bit See, so here I'm gonna use a chain heal. Use a chain heal. But like I almost don't even think chain heal's worth it. Had a small DC, yeah, there you go. I don't know. I almost don't think chain heal's worth it. Like maybe it's a oh crap moment, but even then, I don't chain heal. Yeah, I don't. Maybe it's worth it. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's worth it or not. So here I use a Riptide on the tank here, which she'll get a little bit more from it. But even then, see, I'm not sure if it's worth it. See, the totem and healing rain. Healing rain, I'm not even sure if it's necessarily worth it. But it's a nice AoE option. When you combine your totem and your healing rain, actually works quite well. You can actually keep a small party like this anyways. Nice. And together. So there you guys go. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of Resto Shami, how to play him. And let me know what you guys think of Bless Online coming out kind of soon. And whether you want me to get into that. So please like the video, like it, dislike it, share with the community, of course, guys. Subscribe. Check all the stuff in the video description. Until next time, like always, stay optimistic and positive.